But all of the self-medicating doesn't get you away from your true responsibility in the universe, which is what? You have one main responsibility that's bestowed upon you, and it is to care for a human. You have one main responsibility in this universe. It is to care for a human. What human are you supposed to care for? Yes, you guessed correctly. You're supposed to be caring for the human you see in the mirror. Yeah, that is your human. That's the one you're supposed to care for. Okay. The universe says, okay, your job's care for this human. And guess what it does? It gives every human a caretaker, a soul, if you will, that will care for that human. So your job is to care for your human. When you don't understand that, you think your job is to please your mom. Your job is to make sure your father is satiated and he's fine. And your job is to hyper analyze and be hyper vigilant to everyone else's feelings and emotions and to read their body language and to listen to the ways that they put their keys in the dish when they come in the house, because that's how you're going to keep yourself safe. And that's how you're going to keep yourself. But in reality, none of that is your job. Some of us believe that it's our job to achieve everything that our parents tell us to do. They say, go to college, and you go to college, and they say, get married to that person, and you go get married to that person. You just, I have to make them proud. But take a minute and just stop and ask yourself why. What what is it that makes you think that they're a superior human to you? They're not. They're not. The extra 20 years that they were here before you doesn't make them superior. They're just human like you. They don't know anything special that you oh man, no, my parents, they know. No, they don't know anything. They don't. If they're narcissistic, they know how to use, abuse, and manipulate. That's what they know. They know evil. That's the thing they know that you don't know. And they know they've been doing it the whole time. If they're not narcissists and you just had a codependent parent that you were being raised by, I'm telling you, they don't know anything you don't know. I mean, they they know how to be codependent and how to set a terrible example of accepting abuse and neglect in their life and staying with toxic people. They know how to stay connected to everyone and anyone that is toxic, and they are still doing that right now. They are still connected to the toxic people in their life. And that's all they can pass on to you. Here's how you stay with your abuser. Nice little example for you. These people are just humans, right? So let's undeify the parents. They are not your gods. They are not gods to you. They are your surrogates. We need to reform the way we look at the parents. The parents are your surrogates. They were to take care of you for about 20 years, because for the first 20, you can't actually care for yourself. Does that make sense? It's impossible. If you come into the world as a little baby, you can't care for yourself. So then the universe has wisely assigned you surrogates, and you're born into a family unit, and the family unit cares for you for about the first 20 years, 16 years for some of us. We grew up quick, or, around that. And then what's supposed to happen after that? For the next 80 plus years of your life, who is supposed to care for you? It's you, the conscious being. The conscious being is supposed to care for you. You are wise enough, smart enough, intelligent enough, intuitive enough to care for yourself. There's nothing they can do for you that you can't do for yourself. Now you're an adult. So what happens is we still have the mindset, I'm a little girl in a big world and I need a tribe to protect me. Do you sometimes think about yourself that way? I'm just a little boy in a big world, and I still need my tribe to protect me. This is stunted thinking. As an adult human, whether man or woman, you are a part of the greater tribe of your community. You are not beholden to the immediate family that you were raised in. You are a part of the greater tribe. What is this greater tribe? Go ahead and look out of your window. There's a whole community out there, right? that involves services that pave the roads and turn on the street lights. There's electricity flowing and garbage pickup and activity groups, baseball, softball. All of these things are happening in your community. Did you know in your community there are plots of land where they said, don't touch that. We're just going to let nature be nice. We're just going to trim it, make it nice, let the trees grow, let the grass grow, let the flowers grow. We're going to call it a park and we're going to make it free. And then anybody can just go there. Why? Because we are a greater community. We have certain things that we want to make sure our community has. And they've said, we can't just have all the knowledge just for some people. So what we want you to do here is we're going to build a facility. It's going to be open every day to people. It's going to have all the knowledge inside. And they packed all the books in there and they call it a library. You are part of a greater tribe. And what's beautiful about this tribe is you get to decide how much you interact with this tribe. You do not have to be stuck in your same house at 30 years old, living next to the same sister or brother or being judged by the same parents. You can move out. You can get your own form of income, your own bank account, your own house, and you can care for yourself. It is your job. It is your responsibility. It's your primary responsibility to care for your human. You see how everything works better in the universe if everyone cares for their individual human? If you care for your individual human and I care for mine, then you won't become a burden on me and I won't become a burden on you. And we could occasionally help each other out, but we're not a burden on each other. Isn't that beautiful? So, understanding reparenting is about understanding your job inherently, universally, to care for your human so that it doesn't become a burden on others. It is not your job to search out someone to love you, someone to care for you, someone to nurture you. It is not your job to find someone to soothe you. It is not your job to find someone that you can love, you can care for, you can soothe, you can nurture. You've already got someone, and that's you. That one person, you, is going to provide all of the care, all of the love, all of the soothing that you need. And the love and care and soothing that you have to give, you need to give it to you before you go out trying to seek someone that you have to give it to or get it from. Does that mean we can't share with other people? Of course not. You can share with other humans, but you're going to be much better at this if you know how to give it to yourself first. Does that make sense, everyone? Lock in here. Aren't you actually going to be a better wife or a better husband if you know how to first care for your own needs? Right? Let's take an example. So let's imagine a wife, she's made dinner, right? And if she doesn't have her self-soothing down, then her mind works like this. Oh, I made this dinner, but I don't know if he's gonna like this. I don't know if this is the right thing. I don't know if I'm a good wife. I don't know if I am in the right place, if I married the right man, if this is the right house. I don't know if I'm doing good. I don't know if I'm worthy. I need someone to fill me, right? So you made dinner, your husband comes home, and what does a woman like that say to her husband? She goes, um, I made dinner, but I don't know if it's good. I don't know if that's what if you're gonna like it or not. I don't know. And what is she doing? Subconsciously, she's trying to manipulate him to give her some soothing, right? I don't know. Can you validate me? Can you soothe me? And so the husband can subconsciously sense that his wife needs something from him. And so he goes, oh, yeah, that's fine. That's great. This looks good. And then what does she say? Does she say, thank you, now I'm soothed? Thank you so much. I feel better. No. She goes, you're probably just saying that. You haven't even tried it yet. You don't really mean that. And now how does the husband feel in that situation? He goes, what is it with this woman? I don't know. I tried. I said nice things. I didn't say anything wrong. She's still not satisfied. What's the actual problem here? What's the underlying problem that this couple is having right now? Did you catch it? The underlying problem in this scenario is that the wife in this example does not soothe and validate herself. She does not soothe and validate herself. So she looks to the outside world to give her soothing and validation, which makes her a worse wife. Follow me. If she soothes and validates herself and she doesn't look for validation and soothing from her husband primarily, now she will be better at being a wife. Watch. What would be the mindset of a woman that's soothing and validating herself? She's saying to herself, I'm a great cook. At least I think I'm doing good considering where I came from. Hey, I'm doing the best I can. This is the way she thinks. She validates herself. Hey, I'm doing the best I can. Well, this is what I had time to do. I made spaghetti tonight. If people don't like it, that's on them. But it's going to be on the stove, and I hope they're happy with it. But I don't really care whether they are or not because I know that I've done the best I could do. And I think that this is very good. And so now when her husband comes home, she says, hey, there's some spaghetti on the stove if you want it. And then she's not manipulating him for any validation. She doesn't need it. And then he says, oh, wow, spaghetti, that sounds great. Thank you so much. And now she can accept the extra validation that she received from him, but she doesn't need it. And he doesn't feel burdened or stressed by the situation. He doesn't feel like it's being extracted from him. And so she's a better wife in the situation, and he's in a better situation, a better relationship where he's not being manipulated out of that, right? And the same thing can go vice versa, right? If a man doesn't validate himself and build himself up, then he's manipulating others. He's in need of others to validate and to soothe him. And so he may put out complaints or little things that he says that is supposed to be uh, extracting validation from his spouse. Nobody appreciates me around here. How does his wife feel when he says that? She's like, no, we appreciate you. We thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you do. Does she feel good having to say that? No, she feels kind of like, like he's not satisfied. And in the end, does he say, oh, you do? Thank you for saying that. Now I feel validated and soothed. I'm good now. No, he says, whatever, you're just saying that. What's the problem? He doesn't validate himself. If he validates himself, he says, I do my duty in the household and I feel good about doing this duty. I do it out of love. I do it from a place of abundance. It's not about receiving the appreciation from someone else. It's about knowing that I'm doing my very best to give from an unselfish place. And so he doesn't try to extract that validation from his spouse. His spouse doesn't feel obligated to say, you're doing a good job. We appreciate you. And then it can come naturally from her heart at times. And she can say it and he can receive it. But because he doesn't need it, he's a better husband. How come he doesn't need it? Because he builds himself up. So what do you need to do? The key to being a good parent to yourself is to build yourself up. A loving father would validate his little girl constantly. Be that wise, calm, loving, emotionally available parent for you. Build yourself up constantly. I am beautiful. I am wonderful. I did a good job. That's okay that I made a mistake. That's fine. That's okay that that person rejected me. Their loss. Constant validation, ego protection for yourself. That's your job. That's your job. Daily, you need to speak kindly to yourself, especially after mistakes. Forgive yourself quickly. Hey, that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I did the best I could with the information I had. Done. I did the best I could with the information I had. I didn't know. Now I know. Now I'm smarter. Now I trust myself even more because I'm smarter now. Advocate for yourself by setting and enforcing boundaries with other people. Just as you would protect a child, you would say, hey, no, don't do that around my child. Don't say that to my child. Be able to say that for yourself. Hey, don't do that around me. Don't say that to me. Be able to set boundaries for yourself. Give yourself praise. Give yourself rest. Give yourself play. It's okay to say, oh, let's take a little break from the hard work and let's relax and do something you like to do. That's good parenting. It's your job to reparent yourself. So let's do a guided meditation here. Just imagine, if you're in a safe place, you can close your eyes for this if you want. But just imagine you're meeting your inner child. So you can picture your childhood home. You can picture yourself there. Your siblings are around. What you used to watch on TV? What you used to play with? What sort of toys you had? And visualize the needs of that child. What are the needs? Imagine that child is asking you for something, one of its needs that doesn't get met. Can you picture that child asking you for its needs? Maybe my child is asking for safety. And now I want you to respond to that child as the adult you are now. So I would say to that child, if you want safety, come stay with me. Grab your stuff. Let's go. We're moving out of here. And then picture yourself taking that child, getting in your car, driving them out of there to give them a good life. Not because you're rich, but because now you can give them what they need: the validation, the soothing, the safety, the protection. Picture yourself doing that for yourself right now and know that this is actually real. What we've just done is real because your inner child is with you, not just in the car, not just in the house, right in here. They're inside your heart. The inner child's right there. And they still have the needs, but you have the ability now to provide those needs for that child. Feels good, right? You're a good parent. You're a good parent. Some of you have already parented other children. So you take those same skills, you apply them to yourself. You got one kid that stays with you, and that's you all the time, everywhere. I trust you to be a good parent to yourself. So please trust yourself and do the work. What's the work? Constant validation, constant soothing. Say it out loud. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are intelligent. You can do anything you put your mind to. I am so proud of you. You did great. Don't worry about those mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. You're smarter now. You've learned a lesson. I trust you now more than ever. I trust you.